I want to tell you a little bit about Will from a mother's perspective. One of the greatest ways that you can touch a parent's heart is to touch their child's heart. And Will touched the hearts of my two sons. Last summer, one of our publications in Searcy asked him to put to words what Will meant to him. And this is what our son Jacob wrote. Will McGary was a police officer who gave up his life just to help others, but many of you don't know the real Will. You see, the real Will was not just a big caring man, he also loved life. He made a special impact on my life. Will was not just a role model, he was a buddy. Will was the reason I played baseball. I always wanted to be like Will. Will played first base, and what I called it was Will's stretch. Will's stretch was basically the splits while snagging a ball out of the dirt. I always wanted to try to perfect Will's stretch. People want to be like Mike. Well, I wanted to be like Will. You see, Will loved what he did for a living. He was only on the job for about 2 years, but he still made an impact on the Conway community. I saw Will a month before the accident, and I didn't know that would be the last time that I could talk and laugh with my buddy. So live life to the fullest every day, and don't lose hope because God has a plan for you. That's a legacy for someone who loved my children.
Conway 217, 474. Take it so slow, this can't be right. So much loss, so much reason to fight. Through all of this, I'll be alright. As I let go and walk into the light. Conway 474, Officer WMcGary. Officer McGary from the Brotherhood of the Conway Police Department and the law enforcement community alike. We thank you for your service and your ultimate sacrifice for the community you so righteously serve. All units and listening stations, please join us for a moment of silence.
And thank you all for helping us give Officer Will McGary a hero send-off. Will was only with our department for a very short time, less than a couple of years. But in that time, he made a huge impact on our agency and on our community. He did his job very well. His lieutenant made a comment that there are good officers and there are great officers. Will was a great officer.
First tonight at 10, hundreds gather to say their final goodbyes to Conway officer Will McGary, killed in the line of duty. Today, a somber farewell from friends, loved ones, and many who didn't even know him.
Oh, cherish the old rugged cross.
At just 26 years old, he touched many lives, touched many hearts, and was a hero to those who knew him.
The Lord blessed us by letting us know Will McGary.
And those who didn't, family, friends, and law enforcement.
Will McGary is not in this beautiful casket today. Will McGary is with Christ.
Packed Valley Baptist Church in Searcy to say goodbye. His pastor, James Hayes, says Officer McGary died doing what he loved.
He was doing what a good officer, what a great officer would do.
It was here last Thursday night when Officer McGary, directing traffic, was hit by a driver. He died the next day. Conway Police Chief A.J. Gary says the loss hitting his department especially hard.
We will always remember Will, and we will always honor him. From the monument that sits in front of our police department to the National Memorial in Washington, D.C.
And even in death, Officer McGary continues touching lives with the gift of organ donation.
He was a generous individual, and even in death, that generosity continues.
Whoever got his heart got a big one. Whoever got his heart got a loving one.
And with Patriot Guard riders leading the way, Officer McGary is taken to his final resting place.
He was an excellent officer because he was an excellent young man.